case. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
That's it. 180. You ain't got nothing. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Kill. He's checking. Crash. Check. Great. 8. Begin.
On first down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Check 3.
First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The second down carry for Irvin. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Anthony Barr able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Eli Harrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Three down. Back. Tight dog.
Throwing again is Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check it back.
Gun.
We got it.
Play fake. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run with Smallwood. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it.
From the 50, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
36.
Shotgun handoff to Irvin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch out.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. That is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins gives way to Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, it's Cook. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Cousins. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here's Newton, complete. It's Irvin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. A shotgun snap for Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Robert Foster.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
A little flare, flare.
Gun.
To throw again. Newton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Whip.
20.
Here we go. Watch the whip.
I get it.
Out of the gun, Irvin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
It's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Man out. Switch.
Hey, 382, let's get it. Gun.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe able to get him for a loss of about 3.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 56. Exit.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Back. Tight dog.
Greg.
Hey, check 20.
Greg. Here we go.
Newton on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Under 10. 10. Sponge. No. Check 37.
Here's Irvin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Gun.
At the 22-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Cousins' throw complete to Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
180.
56. Defense wins championships, baby. Check out.
Play action now. Cousins. It's caught by Bryant. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 26.
Gun.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Newton.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Switch. Watch out. Check 31.
They'll run it. This is Irvin. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch twist. Check. Lucky.
They'll try Irvin again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Check 50. Check.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run again with Breida. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Cousins here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Newton. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
28, 8.
Now Newton on 1st down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Newton. Open man here is Foster.
Let's go.